Well, hello and welcome to episode 110, I think it is. Jesus, I have to check my own fucking yoke. 110. You're all very welcome for Friday. We're recording on Friday here in the lovely Cork. Today is the 3rd of the 5th. Jesus Christ, 3rd of the 5th, 2019. You're all very welcome. I'm not bothering with an intro. We're going to go straight into it because I am sitting here with my guest and we possibly might go get ice creams after this or something. So we don't want to be fucking wasting any times. So jumping straight into it, Paul Crowley, how are you?
Hello, Tom. Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Delighted to have you sitting in your luxury fucking luxury car. This is a nice seat.
Too nice for a comedian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I get a lot of people say that to me when they get into the car. They go, "No, you shouldn't be driving this. Paul.
No,
you should be driving a Corolla."
That's
the comedian's car.
Well, it is the comedian's car, and have you ever owned a Corolla?
I have.
Have you?
I have.
I don't think I've ever owned. I had a Land Cruiser one time, but that was back in the building days.
I had a Corolla that I bought for £300. £300 in England, and I tell you, Tom, you wouldn't use it as a skip. Like it was an absolute heap of shit, but I loved it. It was the first car I bought. I never owned a car before I moved to England.
Right.
I drove motorbikes and trucks. That was it.
So you? Oh right. So you? Oh right.
Yeah, literally, like until I was 24.
Before you got your first car?
Yeah.
Right.
Never had a car. It was either a Scania or a motorbike.
How bad?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So if you're just listening in, the intro to who we have here today, who we have, as if there's anybody else in the room, this is just two blokes sitting in the car, two middle-aged blokes sitting in the car. It's comedian and long-term pal, Paul Crowley. You're the only person I think that ever gave me a pre-gig gift.
Really?
Yeah, you gave me a pre-gig gift for my first ever solo show, and it hasn't happened since. I don't think. No, it actually hasn't happened since. Nobody gives a fuck. You left me, but it made me burst my bollocks laughing. It was in the Civic Theatre in Tala. You left me in a road bowl behind the desk because the woman said, "There's a gift here for you." I was like, "What?" Oh, jeez, I'm so special. For some reason, I was expecting like a bottle of something.
Champagne.
But I was actually
flowers.
way happier that it was a fucking giant metal ball bearing. Because we get a lot of people listening now. What does our fucking road bowl? You may as well explain it because you're the Corkonian in the car. So let's hear what the fuck is a road bowl and the premise of the game involved.
Okay, well, a road bowl, for anyone who doesn't know or hasn't heard what it is, it's a game called road bowling, which is
spelled bowling, but
spelled bowling, but it's called bowling, and it's one of the oldest sports in the country. Like it's older than hurling.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Like Cuchulainn wouldn't have even pre him.
There would have been some version of it, like
Right.
It's Iron Age, like you know what I mean. But it's only played in Cork and Armagh, I think, are the only two counties that have any real following. Like.
Oh right, so it is played in Armagh.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Okay.
So some of the best players would come from Armagh.
For the All Irelands between two counties.
So you'd have a road bowl, which is basically it's like a fucking giant ball bearing, I suppose.
So what do we? Oh,
it's like the size of a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Made of iron.
Solid
Iron.
Right.
It's 26 ounce, I think it is. My dad will probably correct me on that now when he hears this. But it's and it's played on public roads, and it's throwing. It's over a set distance. Who can throw the bowl
in the least amount of shots?
So
it's golf essentially.
It's golf, but it's a bit fucking rougher than golf. No,
it is the roughest shit. Like
it's not a golf crowd.
Like to anybody here, no, they don't shut down the fucking road.
No.
They just throw it on public roads on Sunday mornings.
Oh yeah, into a crowd.
And like there's lads standing on the corners, basically with hurleys, who will fish it out of the ditch once it definitely does go in there. Because this thing is fucking lethal.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mini cannonball, like, is essentially what it is.
And, like, lads take a fucking run up and launch these things. Like, there's the speed these things come up the road at. You need to be quick on your feet.
They swing it underarm, don't they? With a kind of a helicopter. They give about five big swings and then...
They swing it... They do a full swing in Cork. Like, the full 360.
Right.
And launch it. But in Armagh, they just do the underarm. They have a different throwing style.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So you'll always know where a player is from.
Armagh lads, you need to get on this fucking helicopter because I've seen these fellas and it's lethal. Like the speed of that ball, and it doesn't seem to slow down at all. It just hits the tarmac and ping, 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 ping.
It's the tarmac or someone's fucking head or leg or something.
Because and it's worked into a few jokes anytime you're in the comedy club because you always remind me of it every time you your uncle. Is it? This is true, isn't it?
It's not my uncle. It's
become your uncle on stage.
It's my dad's mate. My dad, one of my dad's best friends. My dad was a bowler himself. My uncle would have been an All-Ireland.
Have you bowled at all, Paul?
I have. I'm not a...
You're a disappointment is what you're telling me.
Oh, I'm a massive disappointment for so many reasons, Tom. For any number of reasons. I'm a comedian, number one.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a huge disappointment. But it was a friend of my dad's. He was at a score. They're called. That's what the game is called. A score.
Okay.
A road bowling match, like it's called a score.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they were at a score, and his friend didn't get out of the way quick enough, and he got hit in the leg by the bowl, right? And he lost the leg. They got infected.
Not on the day, like.
Not on the day. Didn't blow it clean off.
He didn't actually physically lose it somewhere. The leg was fucked.
Fucked. And amputated. Leg gone.
Imagine that, like.
Well, I did have another relative of mine who lost an eye playing hurling. I think I might have told you about the two of them at the same time.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I got a slap of hurl into the eye, and he lost an eye. So there's a lot of fucking injuries on West Cork, Tom.
Thank God you only took up stand-up comedy. Like, you just, you lose, you just lose the will to live there. Like.
Lose your dignity.
That's all. Like, Jesus Christ Almighty. It just puzzles me. Like, and it's kind of when you draw Cork people's attention to it, you're like, you realise this is a fucking banana sport on a public road, a country road. Like, I've driven. Because I had a mate living in Killeens. I was telling you this. Like, I've driven into these scores.
That'd be real bowling country.
And I was a prick, basically, for me. How dare I, with my fully taxed car, to be driving up the fucking road?
Don't you know they're there on a Sunday morning?
No, I don't, lads, actually, as it happens. I fucking don't. But it's... Who's this outsider for not fucking knowing that?
And the money that's bet on these things.
Well, the Traveller lads are involved in a fair bit of it. I noticed that day. There was a couple of Travellers, and one lad was standing there with a fist... There had to be 5 G's in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Had to be. Have 5 G's in his hand. And he wasn't there to fucking go to a lap dancing club.
No. Like you see when they used to do the All-Ireland, I can remember going to them when I was a kid. They'd either be done in Cork or Armagh. And the guys used to come down from Armagh. And they were all in the cattle business.
Of course.
Yeah, them all living around the border at the
time
in the 80s. And you want to see the fucking dollar that these boys be putting out. Like, oh man. It could be 20, 30 grand like on a...
So when the boys come down from the north, do they block a road then?
No.
Oh, it's still just fucky like on the public road?
Oh yeah, still just public road. there might be some old lad standing with a fucking rolled up newspaper at the end of the road, like in a high vis.
Flagging lads down.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, fuck me. This is I like... And I shouldn't be this shocked. I'm from rural Ireland where mad shit goes on anyway. But I think I was just struck that day by the level of officialness, if that's a word, / non-officialness. Like, they were all behaving like they owned that road, and I'd driven onto their pitch, essentially.
But I never knew, when I was growing up, like, I never knew that this was unusual. This just seemed normal to me, that I'd go out on a Sunday.
But that's because you're from Cork. Cork people don't seem to find other things outside of Cork.
I found a great thing on, I don't know who sent it to me. Was it you sent me the British Pate thing? You know, the old newsreels, the old English newsreels that they used to show in the cinemas.
No.
There's one of them from, like, the 40s.
Hello.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's about road bowling.
Really?
And it's like, and now we go to West Cork, where some Irishmen are breaking the law. And all these lads who are dressed like fucking modern hipsters now.
Yeah. Curly moustaches. Hello.
Yeah, all these skinny lads with quips.
Yeah.
And they're like laying out the notes, and they're having a bet, like. But they mentioned my granduncle in it.
Did they?
Yeah, and the famous Red Crowley. I was showing this to my dad. He was loving it, like fucking. But yeah, these Irishmen breaking the law.
When did you take up comedy? Because you started comedy yonks ago, didn't you? And then you jacked it in for a while.
I did. I jacked in for a long time. I did my first gig in 2001.
Fuck.
2001, yeah.
18 years ago.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, 18
My
years
Jesus.
ago. Yeah. I did a gig with do you know Jason Collin?
I do. He ended up on the radio then.
Yeah, he does a radio show now in the morning on Red FM. And I knew Jason. He used to work at a nightclub in Cork City.
Right.
And I'd always been into stand-up. Like, I was always a fan of it. And my friend who knew Jason as well, like a mutual friend, he knew that Jason was into stand-up. and we just got talking one night in the nightclub. And then out of the blue, he contacted me. He was like, "You're doing a gig in whatever date it was, like May the 10th or whatever, in the Hairy Lemon." I was like, "What? What the fuck?"
Hairy Lemon, is the Hairy Lemon still around?
It's gone.
Is it?
Gone. It's part of the Brogue, you know, that complex there. He said, "You're doing a gig." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He said, "Oh, you're doing a gig." He said, "I've the posters done now and everything. So you're on, like." And that was it. I did one gig there and went alright. Went okay. I was like, "Fuck it, this is great.
Yeah.
More of this, please." Like,
yeah.
I moved up to Dublin. We moved to Dublin on 9/11.
Did you?
The day of 9/11.
And I was back in Cork pretty much the day of 9/11 after living in. I flew from America the day before 9/11.
Oh man.
And got to Cork, and I was in the bank on South Mall where I was the last few dollars that I had. I was putting them into the account, and there was a fella watching the telly, a security guard, going, "Ha! Some big cunt is after flying into the." I was like, "What?" And it was there. But that's another story for another day. But I'm guessing it wasn't off the back of one gig in the Hairy Lemon. We're off to Dublin.
It wasn't too far off it, like.
Really?
Yeah, I did that one, and I knew I could do it then. I knew I could get up there, like.
Okay, right, Jesus.
And a couple of my friends were moving up anyway with work.
Right.
And I was only, what was I? I was 20 at the time.
Right.
And I was working for a vending machine company. That's what I was doing, fixing vending machines. And they had a depot in Dublin. I thought, fuck it, I'll go to Dublin with the lads.
Lovely.
And my missus, my wife now, we were going out at the time, and she moved up as well. She was working with the bank. So we moved up, and I just started doing the usual, like the circuit was tiny that time.
What was there? I suppose the Inter?
You had the Inter, you had the Halfpenny, and that was kind of it, like.
Right.
You had a couple of, little gigs here and there. Or there was one. There was one in. It's Panty Bar now. It was called Goo Boo at the time.
Oh yeah.
I called Declan Rooney. He used to.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
He used to have a double act with Eddie in Essence.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was doing a night there. But the Halfpenny, that was my first Battle of the Axe, like the Tony Ferns.
Jesus Christ, is the battle going on that long?
It is, yeah. It was going a few years that time, but that time it was maybe half music, half comedy.
Okay, right, yeah.
So, I just started doing a few gigs with Tony Ferns, who should have a fucking statue up in Temple Bar to him. Like, he started half the comedians in this country.
But you'd swear by the way, talking to somebody like Tony Ferns, you'd swear by the way he chats, the man was only after taking up that role a week previous.
Yeah.
Do you know, he's so... sure you know yourself, Tom. Sure you know yourself.
And he still got the love for it. Like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he doesn't have that burnt out fucking... way that happens to lads, like, you know what I mean? Like,
could you imagine standing on the street in Temple
No,
Bar?
I cannot.
Week in, week out, I'd fucking murder someone. Like
yeah. Oh no, I would have used that placard with the stick that it's on and just stabbed somebody into the fucking throat, and I would be doing time now. Do you know?
So I was gigging away up there for maybe 2 years.
Right.
And then I went to London.
You moved to London?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I was sick myself on my own. Knew nobody. Headed off.
Did
to
ourselves
London.
go with you?
No, we took a sabbatical there for a few years.
Oh, now we're getting into the juicy stuff. Jeez, we're not even 15 minutes in. We're getting into the juicy stuff already. Was this like a Rachel and Ross kind of? We were on a break.
It wasn't too far off, and actually, we have been called a Rachel and Ross on many occasions. But I headed off to London in 2003. The end of 2003.
Right.
So the week I left, I was talking to John Callery one night. He did his first gig a couple of weeks after I left.
Stop.
Yeah, and I would have been gigging.
You were gigging before John Callery started.
Yeah, I would have been before Callery, before Bonham, before all those lads. So it was strange when I started gigging again years later.
Yeah, these are all established.
I was a new boy.
Yeah.
Again. But I stopped gigging in 2004. I shouldn't have gone to England, I don't think, that early, like, I was...
Right.
I mean...
Was it comedy drew you to England, like?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. So I was 23, or like...
And what was the gigging scene like in...
It was fucking tough, like, because, there was no Facebook or anything that time.
Of course, yeah.
So I landed in London, and I was staying with an ex-girlfriend of my cousin. She put me up for the first couple of weeks, right?
Right.
And then I moved into a house share. And all you had was Time Out magazine, which is like the listing magazine. So you're literally you're picking up the phone, ringing clubs, and it was like, yeah, comedian, all right, mate, we'll give you 3 minutes in fucking 6 months' time. You know, literally, like. So I was like, fucking hell. So eventually I started doing a few gigs, you know, downstairs at the King's Head and up in Angel and all these ones. I was going all right. It was going okay.
Yeah.
And then I had, like, the worst gig you could ever fucking possibly...
Right, well, this is the bit that anybody tunes into the podcast to listen. Give it to us.
Right, I'll set the scene for you. So,
yeah, all of this, because nobody wants to hear the good stuff.
So I was still a fresh new comic. Like,
right.
You know? I'd tell you I had a solid 10 minutes. Like,
okay,
you know,
yeah.
If I'm being real honest about it now, like all these years later. And I rang this club.
In your head you were thinking, this is a cracking 20.
Rang this club in Old Street.
Right.
Which is real hipster East End now, but it wasn't then.
No penny farthings are fucking...
I rang this guy, I said, yeah, I'm a comedian from Ireland. He was like, all right, mate, yeah, we'll give you a spot next week.
All right.
And that should have sent alarm bells ringing straight away.
Because everybody else is like a 6-month fucking waiting list. I
said, great. I said, how long is the slot? How long can you do? Right. Oh. So I was like, I'll do as long as you want. Do you know? Full of beans, like.
Full of beans.
So I arrived to the gig, and I was working in this lighting company over there as a day job. I was driving a truck for this company, AFM. They used to do lighting for TV and movies and all that stuff. So I brought a few of the lads from work. They'd never seen me do a gig now. Right? So we got there. The club was underneath a tower block of flats.
Right? Oh, lovely.
And there was a party on in there for a guy who just got out of prison. Okay?
Oh.
So I went in. There was 2 pool tables there. And that's where the gig was going to be, between the pool tables. Like, they weren't even stopping playing, no. There was between the pool tables. But
I have a pain in my chest.
But the fucking lineup, Tom. Looking at it now, like, it was... Russell Kane was the MC.
What?
Right? He was just starting out that time. Russell Kane was the MC. Simon Amstel was on.
What?
He would have been on T4 at the time. He was coming in, he was working out, he was trying new stuff for a show. And, you know, the guy Lee Nelson.
Yeah.
He did his first gig that night.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it was the Chav character.
Yeah.
And he was the only one who did well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because they didn't get it was a character.
Yeah.
Simon Ansell walked out during the gig. He was like, I don't need this shit. You know? It was just abuse the minute you got up there.
Nobody needs that shit, Paul. But it's whether you're willing to, you know, sadomasochist yourself to death. Like, yeah.
But,
so where were you going on now?
I was on after Lee Nelson. Simon Amstel.
So Lee Nelson had been on, giving him loads of chav, and then Paddy steps up.
Then Simon Amstel came on, they hated him. And then we had a break, and Russell Kane was going, no, you're really going to have to give it to these lads, like, you know, give it to Mad Paddy, like. And he went up and introduced me, and the minute he said I was Irish, just this fucking wave of abuse came, like.
Stop.
Oh, you fucking pikey, Paddy Can. Here's your fucking house, you fucking pikey. And I'd say I got like 30 seconds out of my mouth. I went into jokes, like.
Yeah.
And I could just see my mates down the back just going, oh, fuck. Paul's going to be killed there, like. And, well, I got through it. I did my time, like.
Did you?
I did. And
how long did you do, like?
I think I did about fucking 10, 12 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell.
But it felt like a fucking month. You know when a gig is going bad, time slows down.
Jesus Christ almighty, yeah.
And I came out of it, and it fucking ruined me, like.
Yeah, I can well imagine.
And I had a gig booked in the following night up in Angel, and I walked into the bar and went to go up the stairs in the club, and my legs buckled going up the stairs.
Not drunk, like?
No, pure panic.
Oh, so this is your body actually telling you don't do this to yourself.
And I walked out of there, and I didn't set foot inside a comedy club for 8 years.
Stop.
Yeah.
So what was it?
Didn't go to see comedy. I was like, nah, this isn't for me.
Between 2 pool tables, which would be the great name of a show. Yeah. It's like Between 2 Ferns. Between 2 pool tables fucking broke you.
I was like, fuck. Oh yeah, they broke me, like. They fucking broke me, the bastards.
Oh my God.
And it was only after I was reading an interview. Only last year, someone sent me an interview with Lee Nelson.
Yeah.
And he spoke about that gig. Like.
Stop.
And I didn't realise at the time it was his first gig. Like.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never heard somebody break.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose you did, yeah. I suppose you're a smart person. A thicker fucker would be like me and go, I fucked him. And well, obviously, I would have jacked it halfway too, though. I don't think I've ever walked off, but I think that sounds horrendous.
Well, like, no, at this stage now, at 39 years of age and having lived a few years, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Wouldn't give a fuck.
Well,
I'd have it forgotten before I was out the door. Like.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So this is dangerous. So it's not the Bill Murray, it's the other one. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. Jesus Christ, so the legs gave out from under. I've never heard that before. That's your body telling you, this isn't wise, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't wise. That's unreal. Fucking hell. So you were booked to be on the... did you make your excuses, or did you just go, nah?
I just said, no, sorry, I said I can't do it, like. Rang your man the following day, I was like, listen, I can't do this.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm gonna take a little break. For 8 fucking years, like, but, yeah, but I stayed in London then for another 3 years after that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because that job I was working, I loved it. Like, I was on movie sets every day, like, and...
Yeah.
So that was cool. And I'd fucking working with just the funniest fuckers I've ever met. Like,
right.
You know, proper geezers, like...
But they can be very fucking funny, though, them lads.
That's just natural. No, you wouldn't want to be...
The butt of their jokes, like...
Thin-skinned, like...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like, even I actually just saw one of the lads on my old boss, my old manager, Nick. He's still working in that industry, like, you know, he's working on set now all the time himself as a spark, like, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And he just put up a picture there a couple of minutes ago of his contract for work, and someone had drawn a big cock and balls. And this man's like pushing 50, like, you know.
Yeah.
But I just had to message him back there, because I can remember when I was living over there. Now, just bear in mind, this was my boss, right?
Right.
I was at home one day, and I was in this house share in Ealing. It was like, you know, there was a couple of Kiwis. I was the only Irish one there.
Right, yeah.
But there was a girl moved in from the States. Georgia was her name. Absolutely stunning, no, Tom. She was
great teeth and everything.
She was an actual cheerleader. Like,
right.
You know. I hadn't met her, and I'd heard the other lads talking about her. She'd arrived the previous day. So I was starting work late the following day. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to meet Georgia here, and I have to make, you know, play it cool. Like.
Yeah, of course.
So I was unpacking my bag from work, and she came downstairs, and she was like...
No level of coolness coming.
She was like, hi. I was like, oh, hi, I'm Paul, how are you? You know, totally putting on the Blarney, turned up to 10, like.
Top of the morning to you there, for sweet princess. How are you? Yeah.
She was all charmed, like, you know, she had a big smile on her face, and I took my lunchbox out of the bag, and I saw her face change, you know. I was like, what's happening here? Like, and I looked down, and my lunchbox, my boss, Nick, had drawn a massive cock and balls all over the lunchbox with drops
of jizz flying out. Yeah, it's not. You cannot finish one of those drawings without doing some fucking projectile jizz flying out of it.
I was like,
with a permanent marker, no doubt.
How do you play it cool with a giant cock and balls on your lunchbox? Like,
There's no. Like, it'd be one thing if it was a different nationality, but you can see an American immediately kind of, if she was one of those wholesome people, like, you can see that upsetting her, all right. Like,
yeah, I think that house was a bit of a learning curve for that poor girl. God love her.
It was probably closer to something like The Young Ones, was it? Where she just yeah.
There was me.
Because Kiwis are fucking savages. They're pure barbarians. Those fuckers, like.
There was a couple of Kiwis. There was a guy from, was it Sweden or Norway? Oh no, Finland.
Right.
Finland. Joni Tironemi. And he was the oddest fucking man I've ever met in my life. Like, he used to walk around the house in the morning in like a pair of like slides and socks, underpants and a t-shirt. And he was like a big, he was about fucking 6'4" and like an albino, like, you know. He used to do all his shopping all his food shopping in IKEA. He used to drive to IKEA
just to keep it, like,
just to buy all the frozen stuff, and like whatever would be the first thing he'd pull out of the freezer, the first couple of things, they just get fucked in a pan. So it could be fucking fruit salad and turkey mince, like, you know, it would go in. Like. He was an accountant from Finland. What a combo for fun there. Like.
Some crack, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
Some fucking crack. But one thing, like, anytime I ever hung out with, like, English geezers, one thing I noticed is the murderous amount of drinking they do.
Oh,
it's every fucking day of the week,
like these lads that I work with, like the lads that would be the sparks on set, like, you know, I don't know what they're like in Ireland now. I presume it's kind of the same, but the older guys particularly, you know, you'd have the gaffer and you'd have his crew then.
It's the same as lads on the building sites, like they're just the same crowd, like
during the pub at lunchtime, like.
Yeah.
When I started working for that company,
what could you do is tap after a couple of pints at lunch?
There was one of the bosses brought me out for a couple of pints. That's the kind of environment it was. Like, when I started there, this guy Reg Bodie, he had been a gaffer and like, he was, you know, he worked on a lot of the Bond movies now and stuff, and proper fucking geezer, like, but he looked like a rugby player now, huge guy, bald, nose flat into his face.
The most English looking bloke of all time, right? Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, Paul, you might go for a pint?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Jez, I'd love a pint, like, you know."
do the two Murphys below the bar, do they? If you pint of Beamish, no, be lovely.
He brought me down to this pub in Chiswick, lovely part of town, like, and went
Chiswick.
In, and he was buying me the proper English ale, you know, Young's bitter, and this guy put away 6 or 7 pints in about.
What time of the day was this?
It would have been about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
So of course I was like Irish, you know. Of course, like I like a pint, like, you know, I love a pint. And, I was trying to match him with the pints.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You want a whiskey, Paul? You're Irish, you fucking love whiskey." And I was like, "Oh yes, yeah, I love whiskey." Like I'm not a whiskey man at all at the time. So I started. I couldn't back down. Like, so I started necking these whiskies, and I can remember standing up in the bar and putting my hand over my mouth, and just this mist of vomit just came out of me like a fucking water feature, like. And Rage was still stone cold sober, like, you know. He drove me home.
Fuck.
I can remember him driving me home, and he was like, I was like, Reg, I was like, he was sure he should be driving, and he was like, no, I'm alright. I've already done my fucking year. Got done fucking 5 years ago. I was like, I don't think it works like that, Reg.
No,
like, you know?
I don't think it's not like
if you're pulled, you can go, I've already done it, lads. It's fine. But and ever since then, every time I'd see Reg, he'd be like, here's my whiskey drinker. You know, for 5 years, like.
Yeah, but of course, this is the funniest fucking thing you would have ever seen. Somebody puking out.
Everyone had a nickname there, like, you know.
Standard practice.
They are fucking sharp with the nicknames. Like.
But it's on it, like. But I've always found that, like, anytime I was over there, just the fucking. They don't. I'll give them their due. They don't let the ball hit the fucking ground, like. There's certain parts of England where there's no crack, but there's some fucking crack. Those lads, like. Yeah. Where the ball just doesn't hit the ground. And fuck you if you got soft skin, like.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I did a week. I've done a couple of weeks in London, you know, a week at a time of gigs. And I remember this one particular, the gig had been cancelled, this midweek gig. And I was there, I knew nobody. So, well, there's only one answer for this. I'll go down, let's put a bet on and fucking sit in drink a pint and casually sit in this nice, it was in a nice part, it was near Victoria Station, it was a nice enough part of B&B I was staying in. I went down to this bar, and it was lads coming in at lunch. And they were all like, combat shorts, but you know they were dusty. These lads were all working, but they were going back to the job.
Oh yeah.
I was like, and I got chatting with this one fella, and he was, what? Oh, my mum's Irish. I was like, I bet she is. But I was like, you've had like 3 pints. You going back to the job? Yeah, I got to fit a couple of windows. Like, you're going to fit in a couple of windows. Man, you wouldn't see me for dust. Like, I'm after just 1 pint, not a fucking. I'm not gigging tonight.
Yeah.
How the fuck? And they have a notion that we're drinkers.
Oh, like, I mean, I thought I could drink. I mean, I drank a lot when I was, you know, at that age, like. And when I went to England, it was another fucking level completely. Yeah. but it's all day, like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Proper session monkeys. Starting at lunchtime, like it wouldn't have been unusual that time when I was working with that company. Like we used to do an early shift and a late shift. Be starting at 6 a.m, finish at 3. And after you finish at 3, lads would go, we go for a pint. There's a pub right at the end of the road in the industrial estate, like.
Right.
The Junction Arms. Right.
Sounds lovely.
It was quality. Well, we'd go out and have a few pints in the Junction Arms, and before you know it, you're in a nightclub.
Of course.
Over in Ealing or something. And often the lads working the night shift would collect us from the nightclub in the trucks, going back after shooting all day. And we'd sleep in the cars and be up for work at 6.
Yeah, that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, like, I mean, even talking about it now, I'm feeling sleepy. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be dead.
That stuff, yeah, okay, in your 20s, you can just about pull it off. Like, but to even attempt that into your 30s, not a fucking chance.
Oh, fuck no.
But then again, these fellas are seasoned warriors. Like, there was lads that lived beside when I used to live out in Kilworth, and when we were doing in North Cork, and there was lads, they were these toughened old Northern English bastards, and they had constitutions, like they were brought over because they were motorway specialists.
Yeah. And
they were doing the motorway at the time, the M8 or whatever. And they smelt like tar all the time, these lads. And it was a pub, the village had about 4 successful pubs, but they used to really love this one particular one. And they wouldn't head home. They'd go straight from, these lads would put in like a 14-hour day, not a bother, and straight to the pub. And so they'd finish up at whatever time the pub fucked them out, maybe at 12:30, 1 o'clock. The boys, and I'd hear them all going in because I live next door. The boys would all bail in, then back out again, 5 o'clock in the morning. All of them pile into the van, onto the job. And this was 6 days a week. And on the 7th day, which is Sunday, the boys would all they'd have a wash. Because they were fucking humming, these lads, like. But they were making a fortune because they were all specialists. Like.
Yeah.
But Sunday, they'd all have a wash, and they'd be in the pub for 11 o'clock.
Like a fucking new pin.
Like a new pin. But you could always you knew the boys were there, because after the bit of sweating, the fucking, like if you went in around 4 o'clock to watch a match or something, you knew the boys were there, because the sweat would be up, and the pints would be busting out through them, and you could smell the tar. I swear to God, it was ingrained in these savages. And they were all way up north, and they're like, there was lads, and it was amazing, you could see the stages of it. Like there was lads in their 20s, and you knew what they were going to become, because you could see the lads in their 50s who were there. Now, maybe they weren't. They just looked old because what they were doing to their bodies. Like, but the fact that they were able to work like that 6 days of the week, and then drill themselves with fucking beer all day Sunday, and be up again Monday morning at 5 o'clock, not a bother to them. And working, not like this wasn't working in a cubicle. These lads were horsing fucking tar and tarmac and shit like that, and concrete, and handy shit.
But they probably do that for fucking 50 years and then drop dead of a heart attack.
Oh, like these fellas were not seeing 60 or 70.
No,
like, not a fucking chance.
There was no word as original coming their fucking way.
Fuck no. So because you've become nearly synonymous now as a comedian, but a comedian, you're the only comedian I know who has a truck license. Aside from even driving trucks, you're the only one. Because I seem to be the only one with a gun license. Like,
and who keeps a torque wrench next to him in the car
all the time. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do. Fuck it. You never know when you need to torque something. Torque the fuck.
I could have done a torque wrench the other night. Actually, my wife got me up in the middle of the night on Tuesday. I was. Oi,
Paul! You can't. She got you up. Fucking lovely.
Well, I was in the spare room, right? Because I had an early start, so I'd sleep in the spare room. I was up at 3 o'clock.
Right.
And she came in at about 1:30 in the morning. And she said, "Did you hear that?" I was like, "What?" I heard something downstairs. I heard a big bang downstairs. And like we have one daughter, 3. So I was instantly awake. Like,
yeah.
The fucking adrenaline just went to 100 immediately because I thought there was someone in to kill my family. So I was straight down the stairs in my jocks and slippers, and I was like. Got down, put on the light, and I was clear. I was like a SAS guy clearing rooms, like fucking sticking my head in. But I caught a glimpse of myself in like a full-on reflection in the double doors going out the back. All it was a picture after fucking falling down below. But I just got this full shot of myself just there in my boxer shorts, and I was going, "What the fuck was I actually going to do?" If there was someone here,
it's the reality of it, like.
Dazzled them with the whiteness of my fucking torso, like.
With your Finlandian fucking paleness.
Like, jeez, I would 100% be dead if there was someone down the stairs.
But this is the reality of it, like the notion. We go, I'd sort them, and you're like, they've come to fight. You are not in a position, like crust in your eyes. Wearing your jocks coming down the stairs in slippers. It's not really the scrapping mode. Sure, it's not like you're not ready for a scrap. Like this fella's in boots and a fucking balaclava.
It wasn't a good look. Not a good look. If anyone was looking in the window, I looked like I was fucking haunting my own house. Like.
somebody rings the police. There's a really creepy guy in our neighbour's house just wandering around.
Going on with a pretend gun in his hand. What's that about?
So tell us, because man, you had some. I'd still talk about you every so often. I talk about like truckers and stuff like that, or hauliers. I've never met a trucker, and I've met a few of them. And I'm sure they're out there, and you've probably come across them but I've never met a trucker that couldn't have lived in a cave. Do you know?
That'd be a fair.
Like you're the most genteel trucker I've by a long shot. Like any fella that I ever, and I always had great crack with truck drivers. Like, I mean, one or two I can think of. All right, maybe a bit more human, but the fellas who I got on with and like worked on different jobs that I was on, these were all foreign again. No woman was ever marrying these men. Like they were just like the slip-on boots, the fucking Scania jacket, you know, the blue dacks in the hair, and like they were frequenting a lot of whorehouses. Is what I'm saying, Paul.
Oh yeah, riddled.
Yeah,
riddled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's kind of a subculture within the trucking industry.
There really is, isn't there? Like
I mean, you described it to a T there now with the brown boots, the Superhampton boots.
Superhamptons by the
has to be Superhamptons.
Is that the brand? Is it Superhamptons? Right.
They're about fucking €300.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
You could be left a pair of Superhamptons in a wheel.
Oh yeah.
Like if a trucker died beside you, you'd call the guards, or an ambulance, but you'd whip his boots first.
They leave the house come or go, but the Superhampton boots and the V8 jacket, that's mine. Like,
is know? Up 3 steps to heaven. Oh.
But I have that said to me more than any other thing.
What?
That I don't look like a trucker.
But you don't even carry yourself like a trucker.
I used to talk about it on stage. I used to tell jokes about, my time on the road. Like, and people never believed me.
Yeah. Because it's just, yeah.
You'd be talking to people after, like, and be like, oh, what are you up to tomorrow? I'm like, I'm taking a load of fucking kegs to Dublin or something. I'm like, oh, you really are a trucker? Like,
right, yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, no, I didn't just make up that. What a fucking odd thing that would be to make up.
But you're fully articulate, so like you could be a solicitor in their eyes. You know what I mean? You have to understand what most people are running into. Like, now I'm sure people are listening to this driving trucks. I have a lot of truckers listening to this, and the sound ones kind of get in contact or whatever, and you go, "Oh, right, so you're like just like Paul, a normal person." But it's the truckers I've met. They all seem to be like grown-up, hairy, overweight 12-year-olds.
Well, they're the ones you remember.
Yeah, but because I find them very funny.
Yeah.
Like. It's just some of this, like this one guy I worked with. Oh my God, like he just ate Mars bars. He only ate Mars bars. And like, I touched on talking about him because I've never met, like I worked with some fucking raw savages. Like I worked in pig farms and stuff like that. So you're not in Mensa, is what I'm saying, like, or a gentleman's club. But like, I remember this one particular trucker, we were in Russia, and like, he'd never eaten anything that wasn't the top 3 you'd see on a pub menu, like from bacon and cabbage, turkey and ham, to maybe roast beef. Roast chicken. Oh my God, that was it. And when we took him to a Mexican restaurant in Russia, of all places, but we went to a Mexican restaurant. His fucking mind, it was like showing a fucking cat how to drive a truck. Essentially, it was that excitement. It was like, what? And this is the thing, he had driven intercontinentally. Yeah. But had
steak and chips the whole way. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I went out to Belarus 10 years ago. I did an aid convoy.
Right.
Out to one of the orphanages out there.
Right.
And I was sharing,
scooping up a load of children just for the crack.
Oh man, it was rough.
I can only imagine.
Tell you now, Tom.
What were you hauling out there? From here, was it? From Ireland?
From here, yeah. From Cork. We took out, we had everything. Like, we had from clothes to hospital supplies, fucking toys.
Right.
Anything we could get and fit into the trailer. That's
right.
What went. Well, we went with, I think it was 8 trucks went out. And there was lads from Limerick, a couple of lads from Abbeyfeel, and a few different groups, like.
Yeah.
And we formed a convoy then, and off we went. But a couple of the lads that went out, they wouldn't eat any of the food over there.
The Belarusian food.
They brought like fucking pot noodles and Mars bars down and stuff. And like, I love my food. Like, I mean, like yourself, no time. I love cooking. I love trying different stuff. So I mean, the food wouldn't be great now in Belarus.
Yeah.
And we got
rarely makes the Michelin Blue Book. Now, to be fair, right?
we got there and they had laid on a meal for us.
Of course they had, yeah.
Right? Lovely people, though, you know. And the lads started calling me the garbage man because I'd eat fucking anything, right? Whatever they put up in front of me. Because in my head, the way I look at it, it would be a fucking huge insult to these people.
Of course it would, yeah, because I'm guessing they don't have tons of You're driving out there with a ton of free shit. They need help, like. Yeah. So if they're putting on grub for you, it's the last thing they have.
So like they started bringing out all this food, and a couple of the local boys, like, they twigged like that I'd eat anything.
Oh, fuck.
So they were looking for stuff then, like there was
even
fucking,
shit they wouldn't eat.
Like fish eyes, fucking. They kept bringing things over, like I'd say there was a fucking bet going on to see if I was going to throw my guts out, like. But yeah, some of these lads, they ate nothing the whole time. Pot noodles. Fucking chocolate, that was it. Red Bull.
I don't, like, Jesus, and like it's a bit I used to do, and it was in that he was calling it fajitas because he recognised that because he'd seen an old El Paso box one time somewhere. Like, we were all just trying, you know, whatever was there, but the fajitas, fajitas. He didn't read his. Well, he kind of did speak like that, but he was like, it was like he'd know off. And I thought he was the exception to the rule, but I've met loads of fellas that were so like him, like, do you know, like, and they love kicking tires and shit, and wearing baggy trousers. Like, it's like everybody got a memo or something. It's like, how do you all know to be this? Like, how do you all fucking know it? Like,
well, like I was doing long distance for a few years, you know, over and back to Europe and over back to England all the time, and I kind of got into it. Like, I would have had the boots.
Had you the boots?
I had the boots, and I would have, you know, I was carrying a bit more fucking timber now that
Were
time.
you? Like, yeah, because I was about to say, like, you're certain, yeah, you're slim, like, you're...
You know, it's not the healthiest lifestyle when you're sitting on your arse especially doing the long distance stuff, because all you're doing is sitting there driving. What are you allowed to drive in a 24-hour period? Or is that how it's measured? It's 9 hours of driving. Allowed? Yeah, and that's just driving. But you could work like a 15-hour day. Of course, yeah, because you're, yeah. But, like, I used to do a run down to Spain. A run down to Spain? With, what were you bringing to Spain? Clothes for Primark. Down to the Primark shops. Fucking pennies, basically. So where were you picking up that gear? You either pick it up in Dublin, or else pick it up in Kettering, in the UK. Right. And we'd get the ferry from Portsmouth to Cayenne, in France. Right. I remember the first time I did it, I got off the boat in Cayenne, and I put in my first delivery. Yeah. And it was 27 hours of driving. To the first drop off. Like. Me. They must love their pennies shit down in fucking Spain. Oh man, but it was that was cool for a while. Like, you know, I mean, I was pretty young when I was doing it. Tell me this: Had you the tassels on the window? I had the tassels. I had the Had you the curtains? I had the curtains. Did you get do you know the spiky things they stick in the bull? Do you know those things? And they fuzz on them. I had them in the corner. I do them in the corner of the windscreen as well. The Matador spears. Jesus, like, you were full Marty Moon, man. I had them. Hit the fucking dip ball. I had clogs for driving. What? Yeah, that was a big thing, clogs. What, before Crocs? Oh, this is before Crocs. Way before Crocs. No, I mean like timber-soled fucking clogs. Like. What the fuck were you driving a truck from timber? Just to keep your feet cool. You get me a great pointer. You sound great walking across the carpet. Look like a fucking idiot. Would you sound great? You told me you gave me a great trick, because obviously I do a lot of fucking driving at this crack, and this is for anybody on the podcast. If you're driving late at night, you'll be putting up and down the window, letting in cold air, you're drinking all sorts of coffee. The number one trick, Paul messaged me one evening, I think it was a night, it's like, you must be driving late somewhere as well. And you were like, you messaged me on Instagram or something, you were like, Tom, the best one of the whole lot, kick off your shoes and drive in your socks or your bare feet. The coldness of the pedals. Oh yeah. On your sensitive feet will wake you up like nobody's business. And it worked. It bought me another 100k of staying awake properly. Like, obviously, pull in and go to fucking sleep if you can. Yeah, like, that's a valid point. But you just have to do all that. Like, I mean, but some of the hours can be disgusting. Like, but it's not even the the length of time. It's the time, like, you might be starting your day at 8 o'clock in the morning one day, and then you could be hanging around until fucking midnight the following night, and then have to go again, you know what I mean?
Oh, my God, yeah.
So you're all over the place, like, it's getting, you know, waking up in the middle of the night to get on a boat, or, you know, you're broken sleep all the time.
Yeah,
so it can be fucking tough from that end.
Because you told me a great one about, I've probably hammed up the story talking to other people, like, about this chap I know, how he knew he was done with intercontinental driving. Because did you share a berth or something one time?
Oh yeah.
Go on. We have to hear this one. This is one of my most enjoyable stories.
Well, like when you get on the boat, when you get on the ferry, all the truck drivers will get a cabin, right?
Yeah.
But you're always put in with someone else. There'll be two of you in the cabin, but you don't know who you're going to be.
So it's not the same company. It's
no,
just could be any random trucker.
Now, generally, they'll try and keep Irish guys together or English guys, whatever. Right. Within reason.
Is this the boat company will...
Yeah.
Right.
It's down to the guy at the fucking reception desk on the boat.
Okay,
you know
right.
I mean? If they have a bit of cap on, like, they'll...
Don't put me in with any fatties.
But I got on a boat in... it was a Cherbourg boat I was getting on, I think. Coming back to the long boat back to Rosslare.
Right.
And I was after coming up from Spain and got on the boat. All I wanted to do was just get a shower, go to sleep, maybe a bite to eat.
How long had you been driving and on the road at this stage now?
I'd been out probably a couple of weeks at that stage.
Fuck, you were well and truly due home.
It was grand, you know. It was what fucking hurry was I in?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Like, I was single at the time. You know,
of course.
There was no kiddies at home. I was on a break.
Back when Ross was a truck driver.
Well, I went down to the cabin and I hadn't even got in the door. And I opened the door. I could hear the shower going. I just heard somebody going, "Hello!" Like this really fucking thick Wexford accent coming out, right? I said, "How's it going?" And I walked in and he opened the door of the shower. And he was just standing there, you know, soap dripping off his bollocks, like... How are things? Jeez, I haven't seen an Irishman in fucking 2 weeks or whatever, however long he'd been out. Like, this fella hadn't spoken to anyone in fucking days. Like, all he wanted to do was talk. And he couldn't wait to finish the shower.
Balls out to okay, right.
So I'm standing there looking at this fella, and he was all, you know, he'd obviously been somewhere dusty because it was just like mud dripping off this fella. Like, I was going, there has to be a fucking better way than this. Like, there has to be a better way to live my life than stand here watching this fella's soapy balls flap around while he tells me about his last fucking 2 weeks on the road. Like,
I love that. Like, so, where you been? The two of you are talking, you're sitting on the bed just with your head down, going, Asher, you know yourself.
I've often...
Was that what broke you, like, for intercontinental driving? Like,
yeah, I was like, I think I might... Like, driving over the Pyrenees is lovely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Those days are great. But in the days that you're stuck in an industrial estate somewhere, you know, in the back arse of fucking Leon or something for 2 days waiting to get a load home, then you're like, nah, fuck this.
Fuck this, yeah.
Yeah, I got out at the right time, I think. Because you meet lads that are doing it years and it becomes hard to leave then.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You get it kind of institutionalised almost.
Like Red in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. And like all the older lads, when you're talking to them, they all have the same kind of stories. Like, you know, they're all divorced.
Of course.
They never saw their kids growing up. I was like, no, I've had my fun now.
Yeah.
Time to get something closer to home. Like, so I do nice handy hours now, Tom.
Grand.
Handy haulage.
Do you go far outside of Cork?
I was in Galway this morning.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fucking right.
Galway 7:30 this morning. Yeah, Galway, Dublin, that'll be as far as I go now.
That's grand.
That does me.
Grand.
That does me.
Because the notion of it, like, does sound... I'd imagine as a young bloke, like, it actually, there is kind of a... I won't say romantic, because, of course, you know, you end up in cabins with fellas with their cock out. You never know. I suppose if you're into that shit, maybe. Could you come across any, like... Was there any, like, undercurrent of, like, gay truckers that were banging?
Oh, there definitely was.
Was
there?
Dogging.
No, lads wouldn't be out.
Yeah,
because
it's not the environment to be out.
It's very old-fashioned that way. Like, but you would know there was certain areas where you wouldn't park.
Really?
Right?
Really?
Yeah, lads would be skipping off into the woods, like, you know.
Fuck.
So, but not much of it. But I mean, sure, there's fucking any number of gay truckers. Like, there has to be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
what about... Because you're on the road. Like, at least 4 truckers that I've ran across in my life had, like, gold cards to brothels. Do you know what I mean? They were just frequented brothels. So, like, was dogging, is what I'm saying, Paul. Was there a lot of dogging?
I never came across it, genuinely.
And figuratively.
But I've heard plenty stories. Do you know
Right, yeah.
But I think it's one of those things, these stories kind of fucking grow legs.
Maybe too, I just probably met animals.
But there is plenty lads, 100% there is plenty lads who would fucking have a pat warrant brothels on their way. Like.
Yeah.
But I'd say the same lads would be doing it at home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, these fellas were... It wasn't like they were actually... All of them... There's not one of them was cheating on a woman or anything. They were just... And they were probably... Like, looks have nothing to do with it, because anybody can pull a woman in some shape, make, or form. But these lads just had Cro-Magnon coming out their nostrils. You know what I mean? They were ready to just... They were just savages. Like, it was best to be left to the professionals, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, because no woman deserved any of these fellas. Like
you kind of clicks, like, you know.
All right, yeah.
You know, lads would be travelling together, and, you know, there'd be groups of lads who would be working together all the time. Whereas I was never into that.
Were you a lone road warrior?
I really was. Like,
right, yeah.
Like, people, whenever I tell people that I was, you know, that I drive trucks, people go, "Oh, it must be very lonely."
Yeah.
And that's actually the thing I missed the most about doing the long distance.
It's the solitude, like.
It's the solitude,
yeah. Yeah.
So I suppose, like, stand up, like, it's the most fucking...
It's miserable, like, when you
solitary
think about it.
fucking existence.
But yeah, it is enjoyable, though, yeah.
But you have to be comfortable in your own skin, like, you know.
Comfortable inside your own head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can kind of see you can see the relevance of both of them, like, but yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I like, because I don't like people go, "Geez, done to drive and fucking do your head in." Like, it's like, I'm not technically a driver, but I am. I drive a car for a living, but I end up telling some jokes at the end of it, like, you know, that kind of way. Like, that's about it. But like, the driving doesn't bother me at all, not one bit. I could totally see and tipping off, like you said, driving in over the Pyrenees. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Would have been great if you could have worked in some... If you were back at comedy at the time, you could have worked in some gigs abroad, you know, that kind of way, like pull
gig
up...
in a truck stop.
Gigging... Yeah, that'd be... Yeah.
Jesus, Tom.
Yeah, right, no.
That'd be chicken wire territory there, like.
Like that out of the fucking Blues Brothers. Yeah, right enough, actually, yeah. What was I even thinking? I wasn't thinking, that's the problem. I wasn't fucking thinking. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. But yeah, I can imagine... I can't imagine the attractiveness to it, because you're a young fella drive. Like, essentially, we're all children. Who doesn't, as a child, love trucks?
I see. I was brought up around trucks all my life.
Oh, were you?
Like, two of my brothers drove trucks. My uncle had a trucking company.
Right.
So I was out, and I have 2 brothers who are way older than me.
Right.
Like, my oldest brother's in his 50s. He's nearly 60 now.
Really?
So when I was born.
You're a surprise.
He drove my mother to the hospital, like, do you know what I mean?
Stop the lights.
And he had his own trucks, and he did the continental work, and so that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
The only things I ever wanted to do was drive trucks on the continent, be a comedian. They're the only 2 things I ever really wanted to do.
Right.
So I kind of need to find something else now.
Done that, says you. Done that.
But so like, it wasn't strange to me.
Yeah,
the idea of doing it wasn't strange. Like none of my friends were into it. Like, all my friends thought I was off my fucking rocker doing it.
Any young fellas I knew, because growing up in a rural environment, a lot of fellas are truck drivers. Like, it just seems to be a lot of fellas have their own truck because they have a big fucking yard.
Yeah.
It went hand in hand with digger drivers. And anybody who operating a heavy machinery, trucking, they all seem to have a trucking license. But
you know, they can back a trailer.
This is the thing, like, you know. And I remember at least 2 or 3 lads growing up, there was nothing else on the cars for them.
Yeah.
From the age of being primary school. And they all went on to become truckers.
Yeah.
They fulfilled their fucking destiny, basically. And it was from it's one of the few like, you never hear of anything else, really. Maybe, possibly firemen, but for me, these young lads were drawing trucks. All they did was talk about trucks. And all they wanted was trucks. And they became truck drivers.
I had fucking tunnel vision when I was in
school.
Isn't
that funny? Like,
how... I was good in school, you know.
I've no doubt you were, yeah.
I got fucking... Like, if I'd put a bit of fucking effort in, I could have probably done whatever I wanted in university.
Yeah.
I had no interest.
Trucks?
No interest. No, I'd love to go back to university. I'd love to.
Would you?
I would. I'd love to do something. Yeah, just to not for
just to challenge yourself too. Like yeah.
Just for fucking like I didn't go to university, but I've always had a fucking thirst for knowledge, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'd love to do something like anthropology.
Man,
to study.
You would have some fucking study on your hands in the comedy world.
But do you know what I mean? Like, because like genetics and fucking what makes a trucker a trucker? Like what? You know what I mean? What?
Superhampton boots already fucking
Superhampton fucking boots. That'll be the title of this episode. Superhampton boots. They're like there was a. And there's a hierarchy too, isn't there, in the trucking industry, like, or the trucking game?
There is, most definitely, yeah.
Like, I mean, you don't want to be rocking up, like, if you're not rocking a V8, like, you know, you don't want to be rocking up, like.
But even what you're pulling, like those trailers you're pulling.
All right.
Like the fridge, fellas pulling the fridge trailers.
Yeah.
They're the top of the mountain.
Are
like,
they?
You know? Oh yeah. Well, in their heads, there anyway.
Okay,
yeah.
right. I have no idea because of the importance of what's in it.
It just look nicer, I suppose, and it's clean work. It's
okay, right.
Yeah, you've got like the car transporters and that kind of stuff would be kind of high up. And you'll have your heavy haulage boys there and a whole other gang.
Okay, like. Yeah. Well, we had that fella that I got to know properly, and he introduced me to other truckers. But then I suppose it's the fact that he was introducing me, like, well, he was when we worked in it was all heavy, like it was like there was nothing for him to be pulling, like 40-ton dumpers and stuff like that sitting up. It was one of the most interesting. It was Newt Boom was the make of the trailer that they had, and it actually was extendable as well. It was fucking impressive, and he was loving the fact that Newt Boom gave him all the gear. They gave him the hat, the jacket, and everything. He wore it everywhere. Like, and I'm
getting a fucking twitch in my groin here, hearing about Newt Boom trailers.
We have just lost 98% of the podcast listeners right now. They're going, "What the fuck are these two even talking about?" I didn't know what we were even going to talk about, but now we've just spent the last half an hour talking about trucks. I'm more than happy. I wish you brought the truck today, though. I know you said you had a full load of kegs up on it, like, but still, though, it would have been nice to do it from a truck.
Yeah, I'll have to bring you for a spin someday.
Oh, yeah, you have to bring me for a spin.
Yeah.
That's, Jesus Christ. Because I'm still the child in me. I can totally see the attraction to the fucking things, like.
I still love that, like, when you see kids doing the pump in the arm.
Oh,
like.
yeah, I would do it if only I'm a 37-year-old man. Please.
I should just clarify that they're pumping an arm, wanting to blow the horn. It sounded a bit fucking creepy there after I said it.
You must love that movie, Over the Top, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah.
Were you going around Europe? That's what you were doing. You were arm wrestling lads around Europe, weren't you?
Smoking the Bandit. Like.
Oh! How good would it be to drive one of those, though?
I was talking to my brother about this recently. I remember when I was in London, I remember the point I realised I was just fucking fish out of water over there.
Right. It wasn't like when you puked through your hands, was it?
No.
Okay.
It was Halloween, right? We were invited to a Halloween party by a barman that worked in the local pub where we were living. He was an actor.
Okay.
Right. Well, a fucking out of work actor.
Yeah, he was working in the pub.
He invited us to this party, fancy dress. And we all got dressed up, you know?
Yeah.
And I got dressed up as Dracula. But like, not a cool, I mean like Sesame Street fucking Dracula. Well, I thought it was the fucking business, you know? Yeah. And one of these lads was my friend John Payne from Carlow. He dressed up as a clown, and another guy dressed as Woody from Toy Story, right? So we were in isolation, great.
Yeah.
And we got to this party, but it was just a really cool party, and it was all full of actors, and they were all dressed like as writers and stuff.
Oh, fuck off.
But I was trying to chat up this girl.
I'm Tolkien, by the way.
This girl she was Venus, the Queen of the Sea or something. Yeah. And they were talking about their favourite movies. So they were talking about all these mad art house.
Yeah.
movies. And she came to me, she was like, What's your favourite? What's your favourite movie? I was like, Smokey and the Bandit, I'd say. Possibly Smokey and the Bandit too. And just a fucking blank look.
The horror. How dare you?
But they got off they got off the subject of movies, and they started talking about different scents, like different smells, you know.
Oh,
they wouldn't even say the word fucking smell. Like they're like,
what's your favorite?
She was like, I love the smell of jasmine, you know, it's blossoming jasmine. She's like, what about? They were trying to include me, like. What's your favourite smell? And without even thinking, I went, Two-stroke.
Yeah.
Two-stroke oil.
I knew you were...
It still is. Fucking,
It's gorgeous.
Burning two-stroke.
Gorgeous.
Shove your blossom and jasmine up your hole. Like.
Well, we've come... do you know what? That was an hour. Would you believe that? An hour has skipped by.
Holy shit.
We're going to probably go get some ice cream, so we'll go for a spin in that car I brought, and we'll have an old fucking go. Where can people find you, Paul?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Paul Crowley.
Beautiful.
So I'll be City Limits tonight, and I'm hitting Dublin Sunday
Are you in City Limits tonight?
City Limits
Because this will go out this evening, so as people, if you're in the Cork region.
Yeah, City Limits tonight. You can find me there most weekends. And I'm doing 2, I think possibly 3 shows in Dublin on Sunday. In the Crunch, the Halfpenny Inn, and maybe the Woolshed. We'll see.
Oh, the bowl trifecta.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Paul Crowley. Keep on trucking.
Absolute pleasure, Tom.
What are they called again?
Superhamptons.
Superhamptons. I need a fucking pair of them. Thank you very much,
You're not getting them as a gift for your next fucking show. They're too expensive. I'll give you another bowl.